Okay, welcome back. And then the homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, Worthy One and fully enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. We are going to discuss today practical application of Buddhism towards social justice and welfare. How could we act as a Buddhist? Last week we were discussing about this topic a little bit. Everybody want to do something for the society, make the society better. Like Bhante Bhikkhu Bodhi, Thich Nhat Hanh, and many other great monks and many other religious leaders, and they dedicated their life to support the society, right? So, as followers, we also have to do something. That's very generous action. So, in Buddhism, briefly, this entire world full of trouble. And Buddha said that Anto jata bahijata jatai jatita paja. We have tight within ourselves, right? We have troubled, tangled within ourselves because of hate, anger, jealousy, pride, racism, conceit, greed, right? We tangled, tied within ourselves. And also this entire world also tangled, tight, right? Actually, a deity came to Buddha and asked this question. People have individually troubled by themselves, and this entire world is troubled. Who can solve this? Who can untie?
Yourself.
Yeah, how he can make untangle? How he can how someone can does it? That's the question. Then Buddha's answer, Sile patittaya naro sapanyo. First, have to himself be virtuous. he have to follow the principles of morality. Not to kill, that's the first principle. Sacrifice his life, not kill. That's the first principle, right? If anyone not kill, follow this principle, imagine this world, no killing, right? First have to follow myself. You have to follow yourself, not to kill. That's how we act, make society better. Not to steal, right? I do not steal. I follow that principle. To untangle my troubles, release, free from my own troubles, I avoiding killing and stealing. Five principles. Not damage other families' unity. Avoid being misconduct. Not lying, cheat others, but always truthful, speak the truth. And people get intoxicated and harm others. And he avoiding from that harmful intoxications. He make trouble himself being intoxicated and make trouble to the society. Sile patita, first establish the principle, follow the virtues. And sapanyo, become wise. Become wise and then use the mind, wisdom. Use the wisdom, have to use the wisdom. This is not the wisdom we learn from the schools and universities and college. Right? Very educated people who has PhDs and very scientists, and they made all these dangerous things into this world, and also has made very beneficial things like medical, right, things, and some very useful like this computers has made very beneficial things and also very harmful things, right? So then first establish the virtue and become wise, and then chittang panyancha bhavya, develop the mind and panya, wisdom. Develop the mind, develop mind, concentration, mindfulness, calmness, tranquility of the mind, peacefulness of the mind, and then develop wisdom. That's how we make ourselves get free from trouble and make the society free from trouble. So, that's what Buddha taught. And also in Buddhism, we have a responsibility to support this society. and help the society, make the society a better place. Buddha taught there are 10 principles leaders have to follow. Leaders have to follow. Who are the leaders? The presidents of the countries. They are the leader, right? United States, who's the leader? Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the leader of the United States. So all other countries have a presidents, right? They lead their country. Then the Buddha taught there are 10 principles they have to follow. That's called Dasaraja Dhamma. 10 principles for the kings. Nowadays, we have no kings, presidents. And 10 principles for the leaders. They are called Dana, generosity, as a first principle. Generosity, support poor people. Spend the money of the country, make poor people happy. Like giving health care, right? For the poor people, like Obamacare. It is still have it? Obamacare, something like that. Huh? That's the first principle of the king or president of the country. Support poor people, make their life better. Who doesn't have food? Then you spend the government money collecting the taxes, right? Now they use taxes to build the country, build the weapons, kill others. They spend a lot of taxes of the country to build weapons, bombs, jets, to kill others, right? The whole the country. In what's the Buddhist ideal? What's that called? Buddhist Parama, that's the Buddhist, I think, ideal. The king is avoiding killing because he become very generous, support others, that's the first one, and follow the virtues. Virtues, become very morality. He following very moral principles. And then the parichaga, generous, that's also spend money for benefits of the society. And then the dana silam parichagam ajjavan, he is very dignity. He has a dignity, very honest. Very honest. Majjavan, and very gentle. Not very tough, very gentle. The president have to have that gentleness. And tapam, and he sacrificed for the benefits of the society, and he endures some kind of difficulty. Ajjavam, Majjavan, Tapam. Akkodu, never get angry. Leader, not supposed to get angry. What happened when he get angry? Now see what is happening in the world. They get angry and they killing because they have power. Right? They have power. When they get angry, they can destroy. They can destroy their enemies, and they can destroy other societies, and they can destroy entire society, entire world. That's why in Buddhism says the leader principle of president or king, not supposed to be get angry. Akkodu, he cannot be krodha, angry person, he cannot be angry person. Avihinsa, akkodu avihinsa, non-violence. Leader not supposed to be violence. He's supposed to be non-violence person. Think about it. You can get angry, you can be violent. That's okay. It's harm for your family or your small society. As a leader, being an angry person or being violent is a great danger. That's why Buddhism says that leader not supposed to be violence. Akkodu avihinsa kanti. See, patience. Patience. He has a great patience. People scream at him. People blame him, criticize him. But he, kanti, patience. Leader supposed to be patient. Have to endurance. Bear. He can't be the like person you. Leader is supposed to be like person you. We have to have these qualities. If not, he's not supposed to be leader anymore. He killed the society, destroyed the society. Very innocent people in danger if that kind of person become a leader. He have to be avihinsa, non-violence. Akkodu avihinsa, kanti, be patient. Avirodhata, that's the greatest that's the quality. Avirodhata. Avirodhata means he not act. How can I say that?
Impulses? On impulses?
Means not against to anyone. Not against to anyone. Maybe people protesting or do something and he not make any act. He not make any act against to them to shut down them.
It's like there's no ill will. I don't like them. There's no like ill will.
Like punish them?
No punishment. No. That's called avirodha. No punishment.
Or no revenge, right?
No revenge.
Not taking revenge.
Not taking revenge. Yes.
But I think a leader can still punish people, right?
Yes, who has stealing and do so also, maybe leader have to punish them and to protect the society better.
But to voice their opinion, you cannot punish.
Yeah. This is
Not like
yeah.
taking revenge on someone personally.
This is
You know, like if people speak out against the leader, he doesn't think that they're enemies and try to take personal revenge.
That's our leader now.
yes. The who is making violence in the society and leader has responsibility secure the society and punish him and maybe lock up him. That's the leaders, how leaders do. But if someone against to him and he not supposed to make any punishment to anyone, that's called avirodha. So the leaders have to have these qualities. So if you are a socialist, activist, if you are activist and you have to have some kind of qualities, right? These qualities we also have to have. And in Buddha's previous life, there's a Jataka story. Buddha's previous life. Buddha was born as a monkey king. That's a Jataka story. Monkey king. He's the leader. This is a story built in the Buddhist literature to make society a wonderful, great society, to give excellent, absolute, ideal figures. This is the one you should follow. in Buddhist literature have built up a wonderful, great literature called Jataka story. In this Jataka story, the Bodhisattva is the Bodhisattva, that's the Buddha's previous life, and he was the monkey king. And he leading his tribe, 1,000 of monkeys. And they lived in the forest, and there was a mango tree, a wonderful mango tree, very sweet one. And he advised other monkeys, don't fell the mangoes to the river. Maybe it's going through the river and someone find that and taste it. They will come to see what is this. And then the monkeys' behavior, they are very playful, right? And put some mangoes into the river. And then they found it. The king also get to notice that message, the sweetest mango tree in the forest. And he sent his people to find it, and they found it. And then king followed them. Came on, it's a huge mango tree, and there was 1,000 of monkeys. Then king wanted to have all mangoes. And he ordered to his soldiers, kill the monkeys. He wanted all himself. Then the monkey leader noticed we are in very danger. Now we must get killed. And then he put something on the kind of rope on his vest. And there's the mango tree on the bank of the river. The other side of the river is safe. And he jumped to other side onto a tree. The rope wasn't enough and hold the branch. Ask his all followers to cross the river, coming through the rope and going on he used to, like a bridge, he hold the branch and hold the rope, and all monkeys follow 1,000 of monkeys. It was so painful, and he bear it. There was another bad monkey, very jealous one about the leader. Some people against the leader, right? Even in the animal society, right? They're fighting for the leadership. And the bad monkey, I think, bite him, injured him. The leader sacrificed his life to secure all his tribe. The troop of his all monkeys. The bad one injured him badly. Then he died through that pain. The king was looking at that action of the leader monkey. He was amazed. A leader supposed to be like this, sacrifice his life to secure his society, his people, his followers. The king ordered to kill them, but later he learned a lesson from the monkey king, sacrificing his own life for benefit for others as a leader. And he built a place for the monkey to respect him. And the king start to follow that rule, support others not to harm. That's the one Jataka story giving us a sacrifice of life to help others, support others. There's another Jataka story called Mahakapi Jataka, great monkey king story. He's a great monkey, another monkey. He was in the forest. There was a man like you, lost in the forest. He couldn't find a path get out from the forest. Many days he kept wandering in the forest, very thirsty and very hungry. No food, no water. And he fell into a deep well. No water, but he fell into that. He can't come out from that deep well. There was a monkey noticed him and wanted to support him, help him. And they put a rope to the well and hold the rope himself and put the stone by himself. And he took the man from the well by struggling, after great work. And he injured by himself, was tired because there's a huge man and he struggled for that, and he took man out from the well and was tired and keep lying on the ground nearby the man because of tired. What man thought? He was very hungry for a long time, wanted to kill the monkey and eat his flesh, and got a stone, hit the monkey's head. The monkey got injured, ran back to the tree. He held his head, his bloody head, a lot of blood, break the head, hold the head with the hand, with muscle, the kind of break. But he is still thinking, I should help him, he is lost. And he, without coming close to the man, going tree to tree, branch to branch, and guided that man come from the forest into the village. And he guided. The man, who's the kind of man? What kind of man he is?
He's a bad man.
Bad man. What's that called? No gratitude, right? No grateful. No grateful, no gratitude. Ungrateful man. Right. Ungrateful man. That monkey struggled and sacrificed his life to support him, took him out from the well. But that ungrateful man wanted to get the chance, use the chance, monkey's tired lying nearby him, and hit his head to kill him. But the monkey is still kind, still want to help him, going branch to branch, tree to tree, and guided him to come from the forest, going into the village and make himself safe. And he did it. What this story says us? As an activist, when you support others, you could have the same outcome. Someone can betray you, right? Someone can ungrateful. Someone can want to get your position. When someone acts that unkindly, ungratefully, what you supposed to do? Hit him back. What you supposed to do? Look at this story. You are an activist, socialist. You're supporting others. You're guiding others. You're helping others. When someone against to you, betray you, you are the activist. Be like the monkey. Help him. Bear that. Please open the door. Okay. Bear it. Right? Have to bear it as a leader. If you want to lead, you want to support others, help others. You want to make protest. Right? protest against injustice, but you cannot kill. You are against injustice. You have to keep the justice. Right? Like this bodhisattva monkey. Right? Like this bodhisattva monkey. Right? The monkey get hit by that ungrateful man, but if he won't, he can leave him. The man is still lost. He could die. But with that great wound, with the full of blood flowing, he is almost to die. But that great pain, and he still keeps supporting him and led him to get out and to be saved. If you are activist, be like that. If not, don't do that. Stay at home. Right? Right? Johnny, what do you think?
Sila. Metta.
Metta. Yeah, do metta.
Don't hit back.
Yeah, don't hit back.
Compassion.
Compassion. That's what is the principles. As leaders or socialists or activists have to have these qualities. Kindness, compassion, endurance, patience, non-violence. If you protest to some injustice, you're destroying all properties. You burn the vehicles, destroy the shops, break the windows. What kind of protest is that?
That's not protest.
No.
What is that?
That's criminal.
Yeah, you.
That's like when you get hit in the
You-
head as a monkey, you hit back.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
burning the flags of the country and make other people angry, and you spreading out the hate. Mahatma Gandhi's non-violence protest, I think, but kind of, is a great figure for non-violence protest.
Nelson Mandela also.
Nelson Mandela,
Martin Luther King, similar.
Martin, yeah. That's the leaders. Those are the leaders. These great leaders, and we should follow them. Non-violence is the wonderful thing. And then the kindness, compassion, metta, karuna, right? Generosity. So the Buddhist principles is guiding us for great society, right? Great society. But let me tell you something. I said you last week, Buddha's teaching is not focused fixing the society. Buddha's teaching is not focusing make the environment better. It is not his teaching for. Its teaching make you better, then society become better. Individual aimment. See this sutta, then we can discuss. This is a sutta called mutilization. The sentient beings who refrain from mutilation, murder, abduction, banditry, plunder, and violence, although they refrain from these things, are very few in the world. Few of the world is refrain from mutilation, murder, abduction, banditry, plunder, and violence. There are very few. But who is following them are a lot. While those who don't refrain are many. And then Buddha says, why is that? Why is that? It is because they haven't seen the Four Noble Truths. Then they haven't seen the Four Noble Truths. Therefore, and they keep mutilation, murder, abduction, banditry, plunder, and violence. If someone sees the suffering of himself and suffer of others, and he's not going to do these kind of things, because he knows he's in suffer because of this murder, mutilation, violence, banditry, and he understands what's the reason of suffering. What's the reason of suffering? Craving, attachment to these kind of things is the problem. Craving, greed, attachment. This is why people do this mutilation, murdering, and all this kind of bad stuff. Then he wants to get rid of that craving, greedy attachment to those kind of things. Then he refrain from it, and he practice path. What's the path? Eight Noble Path. What's the Eight Noble Path? First one is Samma Ditti, right view. See, he see things clearly. He has a good vision about the reality, about the truth. Right thoughts. What are the right thoughts? The right thoughts called nekkhamma. Stay away from, non-violence called avihimsa. Avihimsa sankappa. Avihimsa sankappa means a good intention to not harm. Avyapada sankappa, a great intention to not to kill. Vyapada means kill, hurt someone. He has a samma sankappa, the right intention not to harm, and right. This is the Buddhist principle to make the society better. So this is the Chedana Sutta called mutilation is killing something.
Yeah.
Mutilation is killing something. Chedana is the Pali term, means killing, destroying. And there are plenty of suttas, Buddha explaining. Bribery. Buddha talk about the bribery. Most of people in this world is burnt to the bribery, and few of them are away from the bribery. And then the another sutta called false weights. False weights means people used to scale.
Yeah.
People scale when they say the sellers, and they use the false scale. False scale?
Yeah, I think it's just
Like cheaters.
Cheater, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Put something, hide something, make that, because false scale. Even Buddha's time, they have done it. Even today, they are doing it. Right? When Buddha says, this is called ukkotana. Sutta means ukkotana. That means the false waiting. And people, most of people in this do that kind of thing, few of them not.
Thievery.
Yes, thievery, kind of thievery, right? And tulakud, another one's false weight, is the same thing and different way of scaling. And called do tell your friends, and so many suttas Buddha explain in this society. And buying and selling, and there's another sutta called buying and selling, Kaya Vikkaya Sutta, buying and selling. The whole world is selling bad stuff. Look at this country. What you buy? You buy good stuff. People selling you good stuff, healthy stuff. They get a lot of money, right? and sell you bad stuff. You see? And Buddha said the Kaivike Sutta called buying and selling sutta. Buddha says most of people in this world is do these kind of things. A few of them avoiding these kind of things. And then the fields and land, fields and land. So, and then the elephants and cows, and they are selling and doing chicken and pigs, so many suttas. And Buddha said goats and sheep. So, a Buddha see this world is kind of tangled and troubled, and then the impure. So, a safer place, not a secure, a safer, a peaceful place. Even Buddha's time, society the same. Even the Jesus time, Muhammad time, Rama's time, Shiva's time, right? Brahma's time, God time, when he was created, this world, as people believe, they start killing right away. Unfortunately, he's not appear. If he appear, people kill him. People try to kill Buddha. They crucified the Jesus. This entire world is the miserable place. Engage in this world, Buddha not appreciate. Escape is the best. So if you engage to make the society better, then you have to have these qualities. 10 principles for the leaders, right? And have to follow that kind of sacrifice of like a monkey, the bodhisattva ideal. Have to follow non-violence, be patient, sacrifice. Individually, we can practice our self-metta and karuna, compassion. Okay, what do you think before we end up this session?
Bhante, thank you. I'm thinking that if we do good work, even a little good work or a big good work, there are two possibilities. We can use that good work to eliminate or to lessen our sense of self. So, but we can also use it to build our sense of self or to create a self. Because we can turn around and say, oh, look at me. I'm really good because I'm doing a good thing. That's the danger. What I wanted to ask is this. In the when we look at the suttas and we see what the Buddha said about speech, he gives us quite a long list, checklist of things to look out for and things to be careful about, questions to ask about our speech. Is this speech necessary? Is it kind? Is it useful? Is it in keeping with the Dhamma? And do we have such a list, such a checklist for our actions? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think this the principles I talked about have to follow.
Yes.
This kind of very helpful, right?
Absolutely, very helpful.
Michael just mentioned about divisive speech. You know, in other words, abstaining from speaking in a way that divides people. Always trying to reunite and bring people together.
But doesn't that fall under the Eightfold, right speech, right thought?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, you talking about that divisive speech? That's another very, very dangerous act called Pisuna Avacha, under the right speech of the Eight Noble Path. And we are avoiding lying, slander. This is called slander, right? I want to make do something against you. I tell you to your enemy, you know that guy is, you have said something bad about you. He's in danger, he's going to do something for you, first before you get action. That's what's happening right now in the world.
Yeah, if you say something, oh, that person is really bad, they did these bad things, then the person you're talking to doesn't like that person, right?
Right.
So you've divided those people.
Right. Yeah, dividing. See, as a family, it's happening with slander. Say something, it's called amutra kata, listen from here and telling here to someone to make them anger and upset. Listening from here and tell to here to make them someone upset, to make schism, because his idea is dividing, separating, bring schism in between them. So that's called Pisuna bad speech, wrong speech, have to avoid. Instead Buddha taught Samaggaratu, enjoy the peace, unity. Samaggakama, wish, desire, unity, not divide.
Create
Friendship. Samagganandi, Nandi, enjoy the unity. And Buddha using many words to explain. Enjoy the unity, not the separation. Speak to make the unity, not the separation. Samagga kama, samagga nandi, samagga ratu.
Celebrate.
Unity.
Yeah, celebrate concord or celebrate friendship.
Right. Even someone divided already, be a speaker to make them united. You know, he's a nice guy. Forgive him. Forget him. He's a nice guy. He has a good quality. He's a very helpful person. We can make him better and go to him and talk to him. Right? Don't do anything wrong. He's a nice guy. He's very helpful. We can use him for better. So.
Or he's suffering too. He has his own problems.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely. Be a speaker to make the united, not separation. And then there's the under this right speech, Michael, and also avoiding the harsh words, harsh speech. Instead, talk Hadyangama, heartiest, Madhubhasini, sweetest, honeyest, gentle, lovest, Pema means loving, courteous, sweetest, heartiest, and also atta, meaningful, treasurer. Words supposed to be that kind of full of meaning, not hateful or dangerous or bad. For benefits of society, so many ways. The following this Eight Noble Path is the way. People act because they don't know these Four Noble Truths. They don't know suffering, cause of suffering, end of suffering, and the path to the end of suffering. They don't know it, and they fill the world with suffering.
It's really hard to refrain from speaking words that people don't want to hear, because usually, often the truth is not what people want to hear.
Yeah.
So that's very hard. That's very difficult.
You still have to do it.
Huh?
But as a Buddhist, you still have to do it. You have to.
Well, I think he's teaching, and maybe Bhante, you can say whether you agree. He's saying that if you're speaking a truth that is going to be painful to someone, it's better to wait for the right time to say that.
That's right. Yeah. If they were truth, but not useful this moment, not helpful this moment, maybe harming and then be silence until the right moment. Okay, we good to end up the session for now. Anyone in the online have any idea? Okay, make the end of the session. Okay, share the merits with departed ones and with ghosts and with deities, with all sentient beings. May they all share these merits and have a happy good destination. Blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Blessings of the Metta and Karuna. And the power of our practice and brings happiness into ourselves and into this world. And this world filled with happiness and peace and free from suffering and attain to the enlightenment. Akasattha Chubummattha Deva Naga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkantu Sasanang Chirang Rakkantu Desanang Chirang Rakkantu Mang Parang Sabbhitiyo Vivajjantu Sabbarogo Vinassatu Mate Bhavatvantarayo Sukhi Digayuko Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sotti Bhavantu Te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you for joining and see you next week. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.